Born and raised in British Columbia, Peter Brown grew up in an environment that fostered the principles he still lives by today.
I had great parents. They weren't wealthy, but they were community leaders and very civically minded people. They taught us it was important that we give back.
As a young man, Peter yearned to travel, and by pursuing that dream, he unintentionally found his true calling.
I had no interest in the investment business, but I was offered a job by a firm called Green Shields, and they wanted to send me in their training program to New York, Montreal, and Toronto. The whole financing process just intrigued me, and most of the people we were raising money for were entrepreneurial by nature. I found it very infectious.
He returned to his hometown of Vancouver with a new outlook on life, determined to make a name for himself.
We bought 51% of the predecessor to Canaccord in 1968 for $23,000. The other 49% a couple of years later for $140,000.
Starting with no capital, no distribution, and no reputation, the company slowly but surely grew into a billion-dollar venture with locations in 16 countries.
Business is not big steps in most cases. It's little steps, some forward, some back. And passion is what keeps you putting one foot ahead of the other. It causes you to raise the bar every year by something. One man with passion is worth 40 people merely interested. And we were very passionate about what we did and about the firm. Still am. I love this company and I love the people in it.
It's always said people lead by example, but you also lead by being prepared to delegate, surrounding yourself with good people. As Peter said, he's done, and he did, and we've certainly done the same thing.
It's easy to be a leader that wants to control everything, but as the organization grew, he empowered a lot of really high-quality people to take on more responsibility, and he was very involved in the mentoring of people like Paul Reynolds and myself in particular.
Peter has been one of the strongest proponents for mentorship, having greatly benefited from it himself.
The importance of mentors in the financial service industry in particular are critical. In situations where the training is coming on the job, you need continual feedback on what you could do to improve in future situations. And that's where Peter, as a mentor, has always been a fabulous example. Peter's love of books and history. I've yet to meet someone that is as hungry for knowledge as Peter.
Probably has the best sense of humor of any innately ambitious, aggressive person I've ever seen.
Jim Chu can attest to Peter's easygoing nature based on his reaction to getting drenched while riding in the police rescue vehicle during a pride parade in Vancouver.
I said to him, Peter, I'm sorry I didn't warn you about those kids with the Super Soaker water pistols. And he says, no, Chief, I had a great time, but next year I want my own water pistol so I can shoot back.
It's that love of people that fuels his work with his community, serving on the board of multiple charities and organizations such as the Fraser Institute and the Vancouver Police Foundation.
What's great about Peter also is that he just doesn't want to throw money at a problem. He actually wants to contribute his knowledge and his ideas with his wealth of experience. That's very valuable. I think he's really made Canada a better place. He thinks nationally, he thinks globally. And it's not just about business. He's thinking about how we can all get along better together, how we can prosper economically. Those are many facets of Peter Brown's thinking that will benefit our country for years to come.
Peter now stands as the epitome of success, a man who has reached the top of his game and is always gracious enough to share his insight and knowledge with others.
Networking is huge. Only burn a bridge when you have to. You never know who brings the next opportunity. Remember, loyalty is a two-way street. The only way to get it is to give it. And once you've earned it, it may be your most valuable asset.
Please welcome Peter Brown, 2014 inductee as Companion of the Canadian Business Hall of Fame.